court, Purdue student athletes starting off the court by joining the John Purdue Club. The team behind the teams. For more information on membership benefits and donations, visit johnpurdueclub.com. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Purdue Center in Lafayette High School for the 2017 World University Games Exhibition, featuring Team USA and Team Canada. Now let's meet today's lineups. First for Team Canada, number 4, Johan Masters. Number 5, John Emmanuel Charles. Number 6, Jordan Jason White. Number 7, Justice Salani. Number 8, Alexandra LeClaire. Number 9, Connor Morgan. Number 10, Connor Ward. Number 11, Eric Nissen. Number 12, Kason Johnny King.
Welcome, everyone, to Lafayette, Indiana. In the Lafayette Gym, where we have our second exhibition game between the United States team that is represented by Purdue's basketball team and the Canadian team. Yesterday in Carmel, USA won the first game 94-86. I'm Larry Clisby along with my partner Rob Blackman. And we have another good crowd. We had sellout really over at Carmel last night, and there's really a big crowd here today.
Yeah, 3,700 plus at Carmel High School last night. We'll be close to that, I think, this afternoon. And hey, it's early August. It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon. Why not head inside and watch some basketball, some quality basketball, which is what we saw last night. We expect to see the same thing here this afternoon.
Canada will go pretty much with the same lineup that they went with yesterday, and Team USA will as well. Haas, Dakota Mathias, Carson Edwards, Vincent Edwards, P.J. Thompson. At center, pretty good player in Connor Morgan against Haas. Those were the two best players on the court last night. Here we go on the tip to Canada, and they're quickly down outside left. Work it on the perimeter, try to go in low, and Mathias was able to steal the ball.
Well, turnovers were a problem for both teams last night. Both teams had 17 turnovers in that game. Team Canada starts this game with a turnover on their very first possession.
A drive to the basket, and it's a bucket made by, no, they're going to call it a charge.
Yeah, one thing we have in the gym here today that we did not have last night is the restraining circle, the semicircle under the basket. Now at Carmel, they did not have that down last night. That is a part of international rules basketball. You can see it here in blue on the court here this afternoon. Much like the NBA and or now the college game, anything that happens inside of that restraining circle, more often than not, if there's contact, it's going to be a foul against the offensive player. Against the defensive player, I beg your pardon, unless you're outside of the arc.
Shot outside left, a little bit short by Morgan. Rebounded by Team USA. Carson Edwards to Vincent Edwards. Long shot is made outside right. It's good for three. Now with the ball, Canada. This kid here last night, Kajami Keene, number 12, had 26 shots in the game. He was 7 of 26.
That's a lot of offense, a lot of shots. That guy not bashful about shooting the basketball.
Oh, that's a lot of shots. Isaac Haas with the ball down, coming in, dribbling, inside, turning. Good move. How about that?
Boy, how good was Isaac last night? 20 points, 11 rebounds, 3 blocks, and 3 assists. He was the player of the game in our opinion, and he starts off well today.
There's a ball that got loose and it was picked up by Pierre Charles, and he got the hoop. First basket for Canada, 5-2. Well, the thing that's really surprised me, as Vince has it into Haas against a double team. Now they settle back in one-on-one. Turns. Whips a pass outside, and Carson Edwards shoots a 3 in and out. You mentioned Haas had 3 assists. That's a lot for him.
Yeah, if that was a real college game last night, that would have been a career high for him if those statistics would have counted.
Shot missed, rebounded out by Carson Edwards of Team USA right through traffic, and he scored. Coast to coast. 7-2. Carson had 14 last night. Had a real good trip to Egypt. Another All-Star series a month ago. We have a walk by Morgan for Canada, dressed in red.
We saw that a couple of times last night. Again, for fans that aren't familiar with international FIBA basketball, you must put the ball on the floor with your dribble before you do anything with your feet. So you can't be taking a step forward or backwards or to the side while you're dribbling at the same time. The ball has to hit the floor first before you begin any type of movement with your feet. If you do not do it that way, in international basketball, it's a traveling violation. Obviously, we don't see that here in the States. That's not considered traveling. But in the international game, it is, and we saw it called a couple of times last night. Now we see it called here this afternoon.
We had a collision over there near the sideline between Haas and Pierre Charles, but the ball was touched last by the Canadians. Inside, ball skips past Haas, but goes to Vincent Edwards, who drives inside, gives it off into the corner. Dakota, pump fake, shot, good. Dakota Mathias using that ball fake that he does so well. And Rob, you mentioned it several times last night. There's a steal by Dakota. Through traffic, Dakota shoots a 3-ball. In and out, no good with a rebound to Connor Morgan. 9-2, Team USA.
That was Steph Curry-like. Dribble into about a 25-footer and let it fly, even with the defender in your face.
There's a 3-ball, though, that's hit at the other end by Pierre Charles. He has all 5 of their points. It's 9-5, Team USA.
That's the same guy that scored only 1 basket all of last night. He's already made 2 shots in this game today.
Another 3 by Vincent Edwards is made. He had 13 points last night, already has 6. 12-5, USA. They play 4 10-minute quarters. And there's another shot from outside right by Pierre Charles. And it's another 3. He has all 8 points.
He's a totally different player from what we saw last night. Last night he had 1 made field goal and 1 free throw. Tonight he's already got all 8 of their points, as you mentioned.
By Carson Edwards. Through traffic, off to Dakota Mathias. Cross court to PJ, fakes. PJ Thompson into Haas. Haas works on his man. Turns, shoots, scores. Man, I tell you, what is impressive about Haas in the 2 games we've seen, he's actually putting the ball on the floor.
And then finishing. Last night, 8 of 9 from the floor. Only missed 1 shot.
Well, they get another bucket. Guess who got it? Pierre Charles, who has 10 points.
Wow.
That's all of Canada's points.
And again, for the fans that saw last night's game, this guy was a non-factor in last night's game. Totally different player here this afternoon. There's
a fadeaway jumper from the right wing made by Vincent Edwards, who has 8. Well, we have some offense going here. 16-10, Team USA. 4:37 to go in the first. You have Edwards with 8, Haas with 4, and then Pierre Charles out of the University of Ottawa has all 10 of their points.
Well, for those who were with us last night and hopefully had a chance to either watch the game on the YouTube stream or if you were there live and in person, the one thing Purdue did a really good job of last night early in the game was moving the ball, sharing the ball, and making open shots, especially from distance early in the game. Carson Edwards made 2 threes right out of the gate very early in the game. But as a team, when it was all said and done, Purdue did not shoot the ball very well from distance. Just 6 made threes last night on 21 tries. That's only 28%. Now, it's worth noting in the international game, as you look on the three-point arc here at Lafayette Jeff High School in blue, that's at 22 feet 1 inch, actually. So a little bit longer distance than you would see, obviously, during the regular college season for Team USA. However, 28% from 3, that's a percentage that's going to have to go up if Purdue wants to have some success when the actual real games begin in Taiwan next week.
16-10, Team USA. Charles comes out of the game. That might be a problem. Why? Because he has all 10 of their points.
Yeah, don't take that guy out.
Jensen White down with the basketball. The way I have it figured, Canada has 7 guards and 5 forwards. Nobody would be a true center.
Yeah, their tallest player is at 6'10" in Eric Nissen. He's really the only tall player they have.
There's a fadeaway jumper that is made by Kajami Keene.
He was outstanding last night, especially in the fourth quarter for Team Canada.
Bad pass thrown out of bounds by Team USA, dressed in white. They had blue on last night. Red markings. Shaquille Taylor's in for Haas. Canada in the half court. They get it low, and they miss an easy shot. And coming the other way, Team USA. Taylor to Dakota, to Taylor. Out to Thompson, wide open, misses. He wasn't good last night shooting, and he's had a lot of open shots. Here's a three, no good. Long rebound out of bounds to Team USA. That was a nice assist, by the way, attempt by Taylor. He had the ball in the post, got it out there, and PJ had a wide open look.
And how about Shaquille Taylor? He comes into the game, the first thing he does is get a defensive rebound. And then on the offensive end, as you just mentioned, makes a great pass to set up a teammate for a wide open three.
And last night he had 4 blocks. I think Team USA ended up with 9 block shots, wasn't it?
Yes. And on that note, it'll be interesting to see when Matt Harms is a part of this team, when the college season actually begins. Is he the backup to Isaac Haas, or does Shaquille Taylor take a lot of those minutes?
Really a nice pass inside by Carson Edwards, and Taylor got the basket. Shaquille has been healthy for the first time in a couple of years. Drive to the basket, nobody picked him up, and that's Kajami Keene getting the hoop. They've had 2 players score all their points. It's 18-15, Team USA. 3:10 to go in the first quarter. Klein out to Vince, drives in, puts it up, and misses. Got his own rebound, a dribble, back up and in. Vince already has 10, 20-15. Nice drive to the basket. Now one's blocked, but they get the rebound and put in. Bursey put it in. That block was by Taylor again. Carson Edwards in the lane. He was fouled. Puts it up, misses. He'll get 2 free throws. 20-17 the score, Team USA. You think it like at the moment, you think that Team USA is playing a little bit better than Canada, but not really. They're only up 3 points.
Yeah, if you're not paying attention to the actual score,
right,
just watching the flow of the game, I agree with you. You'd feel like Team USA probably has a comfortable lead. They seem to have been more efficient on the offensive end especially. But a couple of breakdowns defensively for Team USA have led to some easy baskets for Team Canada. And then let's be very honest here. Pierre Charles and Kajami Keene are doing all the damage for Canada. They're the 2 guys that Team USA have been unable to get corralled, at least here in the first, 7.5 minutes of this game. Carson
Edwards makes the free throw. 21-17. Second-year player out of Texas, Atasta Cheetah, just outside of Houston, was a terrific high school player in Houston area with a team that was ranked in the top 5 in the country his senior year. Here's a drive to the basket. We have a collision. It's an offensive foul. Who took it? Let's give it to Nogel Eastern, who had some foul trouble of his own last night. He was able to receive that block and got the charge. Nogel wears number 20, 6'6", 220-pound point guard. The tallest point guard I can ever remember at Purdue. Klein, right side to Eifert. Here's Nogel, puts it up, misses as he came in the lane. Rebounded by Canada, trailing by 5 and with the ball. 1:56 to go in the first quarter. Go inside. Pretty good move, but he missed the shot. Rebound, Grady Eifert. Saw Grady's dad, Greg. Here's a long shot, missed by Carson Edwards. They come in, and that ball is stolen by Klein. Klein gets a return pass from Eastern. Nice pass to Eifert. Beautiful pass, but the shot is missed by Taylor, and then Taylor fouls. I don't know how he missed the shot.
Yeah, that was a wonderful feed from Grady Eifert. Grady was too far under the basket to do anything with the ball as far as trying to score it, but he at least had the presence of mind to see his teammate right there beside him and hand him the ball, and maybe that ball must have slipped out of the hands of Shaquille Taylor because he was right at the rim.
Yeah, I thought it was almost a dunk situation. Here's Bursey with a move. He's good, and he hits it. He has 4 points, 22-19, 1:05 to go. No Gel Eastern, pretty good move in the lane. Off to Eifert, shoots a three, misses it. Rebound, Canada, here they come. Nobody picked him up. Now on the right side, off to Diawara. Now Kapinga. Shoots from the foul line, got it. It's kind of a runner.
Boy, that's a nice move, though.
22-21, 27 seconds left. USA yesterday scored 24 points in the first quarter. They lost the ball, and we had a foul called.
Yeah, Team USA led 24-17 at the end of the first quarter last night, but actually trailed at halftime 43-42. It was one of two leads that Team Canada had all night. Both of them were 1-point leads.
18.2 seconds left. They're looking for the shot clock, and it's 14 seconds. It's been reset. So a difference of 4.2 seconds. Pass to Eastern. Out to Klein. Klein drives. Off to Taylor. This time he dunks the ball. Nice pass. Taylor gets the hoop. They fire one in right before the buzzer. Was it good for three, or was it a two by Bursey? It was. So it's 24-23 as the United States scored the same amount of points that they did last night. Meanwhile, Canada added 6 more. We'll take a break. Be back in a moment for the second quarter from Lafayette Jeff in Lafayette, Indiana. 24-23. Welcome back, everyone. Larry Clisby along with Rob Blackman from Lafayette Jeff High School in Lafayette, Indiana. This is the second exhibition game between these two teams. United States represented by Purdue University, and the Canadian team. Actually, Canada practiced at Purdue for a week prior to the game last night. They'll fly out tonight, head on to Taiwan. The Purdue group will leave tomorrow night.
Team Canada has been in Lafayette all week, practicing at the Cardinal Court on the Purdue campus. can't practice in Mackey Arena. No one can, because right now they're putting in the new center-hung video scoreboard. But Canada has been, Team Canada has been in Lafayette for the entire week, not only practicing here, obviously, but living here in a team hotel before they depart for Taiwan.
Another turnover for the white shirts, Team USA. Canada has it outside, driving to the basket, putting it up. That ball was partially blocked by Klein. And Eastern comes down through traffic, deals it off to Grady, and he puts it in. And he was fouled, and the bucket counts. I have to admit to you, Rob, that Eifert continues to improve. And in that particular case, originally a walk-on, he comes down, he's in traffic, nice pass to him, and he finished with his offhand, his left hand in the lane.
Yeah. And
he's shooting here for an and one.
Yeah, finishes with his left hand in traffic. And for a guy that came aboard as a walk-on, do not be surprised if he does not see some significant playing time this year.
He is not small by any stretch of the imagination, 6'6", 220. Junior out of Fort Wayne. His dad was part of the 1984 Big Ten championship team under Coach Katie, was a starter, Greg. He finishes it off with a three-point play. Canada down with it. A three ball is knocked down from outside by Diawara. I have them with 3 threes, 2 of them by Pierre Charles in the first quarter. Eifert, Radanovic shoots in the corner and misses. Ball is punched out by Haas. Jumper up, no good. That one was by Klein. And Canada works in the half court. 27-26, Team USA. Backdoor cut, easy bucket for Connor Morgan. And that's his first basket. He had 14 first half points last night, and that's their first lead. They had 2 one-point leads in the game last night.
Great cut.
And they were very much in the game, I mean, the whole way.
Isaac Haas just hit for a 3-second violation there in the lane. That was the turnover on Purdue. But yeah, as you mentioned, only twice in the game did Team Canada lead last night, and both times it was a 1-point lead, and both times it was for a very short amount of time. As a matter of fact, until the next offensive possession for Team USA.
Missed shot rebounded by the freshman, Nogel Eastern, out of Evanston, Illinois. Klein. Nogel goes around his man, puts up a runner, and makes it with his right hand. He's left-handed. He came in there and shot with the right hand. I like his potential, Eastern. Morgan over in the corner, driving to the basket, dumps it off, stolen. Getting that steal was Eifert, off to Klein. Team USA down with it. Klein, Radanovic, and apparently he was out of bounds when he caught the ball.
Stepped on the sideline.
That'll happen. I mean, that'll happen when you're in a foreign gym like this one, a high school gym, and you have like 77 different lines out there.
We see it happen at Mackey Arena all the time with Purdue players who should know better.
Well, at Purdue, you have that black in marking too, so it's pretty visible.
Aaron Wheeler into the game for the first time. We had not seen Aaron until right now.
He did a pretty good job. They throw the ball away. Canada does. See if we can see turnovers here.
7 now on Canada. Team Canada 7.
5 for Team USA. Eastern off to Dakota. Nice feed and a bucket for Wheeler, and give Haas the assist. Purdue's been very good with their passing both nights, especially in traffic around the key area. There's a foul. Eastern picked it up. Nope, that's called an illegal pick. It goes against Canada.
Another turnover. The
Bursey.
irony, you would have thought last year Isaac Haas would have a lot of turnovers because normally he was passing to Biggie Swanigan in that big-on-big passing game. But you're right, at least early returns here. Now, we've only seen a game and a quarter, but he seems to be a better passer this season.
Well, he just seems like he's a better player. No gel. He's going to shoot a 3-ball. No good. Tipped out. They get it back. Shot by Wheeler. In and out. No good. And then Canada loses the ball out of bounds. 31-28. Team USA. 6:33 to go in the second.
The one thing about the 24-second shot clock here in the international game, it gives guys the liberty to have a quick trigger. We've seen that a lot with Team USA the last day and a half. If they catch that ball and they have space, that ball's going up.
We had a
no
foul.
one's been bashful about shooting it.
Had a foul on Canada on the inbound pass there. Nissen picks it up. Nissen. He's out of our Acadia University. 6'10", 230-pounder. Rob mentioned earlier he's the tallest member of the team. Eastern makes the free throw. I don't know if he was the tallest point guard that I've seen in my career, but certainly close to it. He was the best I saw. That was Magic Johnson in the late 70s.
I was about to say, he was the guy on the tip of my tongue. I was going to ask about Magic Johnson. Obviously, you called games when Michigan State was playing Purdue when he was playing.
They miss and back down with the ball. Team USA shot in the corner. Good by Radanovic. Stefanovic, pardon me. Should try to get his name right. Sasha. Backdoor cut. 35-28 the score. 3 balls. I have United States with 3 of them. I don't know why. I don't know where I got the Reed Donovich. I know it wasn't from Rudy Tomjanovich. Here's the shot up on the rim, and it's made on a tip-in. And that's Morgan that got the tip-in. Again, if that ball's up on the rim, you can go up and get it.
Yes, international basketball, absolutely. In college basketball or the NBA, that would have been called an offensive basket interference. But, yeah, not in the international game.
Inside, Haas, good move, puts it up and in. Man, I've been very, very impressed with the way Isaac's handled himself in the post. He's been using both hands, but Haas picked up a foul. 37-30. Isaac is dribbling in there in isolation, and when they come over to double team, then he just picks up the ball, and they're not tall enough. He's been keeping that ball above his head, which he hasn't always done. Pretty good head fake, and a shot is put in by Nissen. Both Nissen and Morgan are pretty good around the basket. Really good with the using the backboard. Carson Edwards at the wing. He was going to drop it off to P.J. Thompson, but he threw it behind him.
That's twice in this half that has happened to Carson Edwards. The first time it happened with Dakota Mathias. This time it happens with PJ, where Carson dribbles to the left wing, and then he's expecting his teammate to back cut to the basket, and instead he leaves the ball out on the perimeter on a bounce pass thinking they're going to cut away from the basket. That's happened to him twice here.
Wheeler with a foul for Team USA at the other end. 37-32, 4:46 to go. Team USA on top. First game for Matt Painter's club will be August 20th in their pool play, and they'll take on Argentina, which won't be a walk in the park.
And that'll be a 5:30 in the morning local time game, fans. So
yeah, but that's local. So
Team USA, if you are in the Eastern time zone and you're interested, that game will tip at 5:30 in the morning, August 20th.
Morgan misses the free throw for Canada. He'll shoot again. His team down 5. We have 4:46 to go. Like last night when we were in Carmel, and Carmel High School and the Greyhounds having such great sports tradition. It's a pretty big-time sports tradition here in this gymnasium as well. Drive to the basket. In the corner, Wheeler a shot. No good. Rebound Dakota, and he banks it in from about 15 feet. That's his first basket. 39-33. Drive to the wing, dips in, misses. Rebound, Carson Edwards. Here he comes on the dribble, one-on-one, stops, drives, had it blocked. Now they bring it out on a release pass and a layup at the other end. And quickly back down Team USA, 39-35. Dakota Mathias, another jump shot. In and out, no good. Rebound, Canada. They sprint down the field, and we have a walking call against Canada. Vincent Edwards in. And a timeout with 3:47 to go. 39-35 the score. Favor of Team USA. We'll be back in a moment. Boy, I can't help but be in this gym and think of Harry Bradway. Harry passed away a couple of days ago at the age of 97. He basically was the person most responsible for bringing the Colt World Series here to Lafayette back in 1969. It's been here every year since 1973. But he also worked as a sports broadcaster at WASK. I worked with him late in his career. He retired at 62, so he was retired for 35 years. But Harry did Jeff games, did some Purdue games, but he was a longtime announcer along with Earl Richardson of Lafayette Jeff games back when Jeff was one of the big-time state powers here in the state of Indiana. Harry Bradway, what a great name, great man, and passed just a couple of days ago. 39-35. Team USA. Vincent, good head fake. Then threw it away. Long pass ahead, chased down there in the corner by LeClaire. Outside for a three. Good. Guess who? Kajami Keene. 1 point game. Pretty much this game following the same script of the game last night. Wow. Dakota Mathias throws the ball over to Vincent Edwards. Goes off his hands. Then as he comes to get the ball back, he fouls a Canadian.
Team Canada led 28-27, and Purdue quickly ripped off 8 in a row to take a 35-28 lead. You felt like Team USA was going to maybe start to pull away a little bit here in the second quarter. That has not been the case. Team Canada has gone roaring back here. A chance to take the lead with a bucket here.
And we had another foul. Eden Ewing picked it up, number 5 for Team USA. 39-38, 2:49 to go. USA on top by 1. Shot clock at 14. Another 3 ball. This one missed by Morgan. Ball was tipped out though by Team USA. I haven't called them Purdue yet tonight that I can remember. Have you heard me, Rob, say Purdue yet? I don't think so.
I have not, but I've said it about half a dozen times. I've caught myself doing it.
And there's another foul. This one on Ewing again.
Well, that'll be 5 team fouls, and in the international rules, FIBA rules, once you get 5 team fouls in a quarter, the other team shoots 2 free throws the rest of the quarter. There are no 1-and-1s in international play, so now the rest of the final 2:26 here of this second quarter, Team Canada will shoot 2 free throws every time they're fouled.
Free throw made by Nissen. So you have a 39-all tie, and they have a chance to get their second 1-point lead of the half. Again, they led 43-42 at the half in the game yesterday. Missed free throw, rebounded by the guy who missed it, Nissen, and Ewing picked up his 3rd foul.
And there you saw an example of something we talked about last night. International basketball, defensively on a free throw, you may only have 3 men on the lane. So you don't, in the typical, for say a college or a high school professional game, you would have 4, so you can have 2 guys assigned to blocking off the shooter. In international basketball, and we just saw it happen here to Team USA, you have, with only 3 men total on that lane, you only have 1 guy that can check off the free throw shooter, and if he doesn't get his job done, obviously you're giving up a chance for an offensive rebound.
Nissen, a left-hander, made both free throws. He has 5 points, and that's the biggest lead that Canada has had on Team USA either game, and it's at 2. Vince lobs in. They almost stole the ball. There was a lob into Haas, but he couldn't gather it in quick enough. P.J. Thompson in the corner. Dakota misses. Ball went out, goes to Team USA. Again, USA really laboring from 3. I have them 3 for 14.
Yeah.
Nissen's going to pick up a foul as he fouled Haas. Haas is just saying to himself, come on, man.
He and Haas were having an international wrestling match down there in the paint as they were trying to inbound that basketball.
Nissen was the one that ended up on the floor. 2:04 to go, first half. Go to Matthias, off to P.J. Thompson, in the Haas. Beautiful dunk. Beautiful dunk by Haas. And he had his lead knee out there. Looked like a karate move.
Wow.
But they come back to the other end and score. Nissen does on Haas, and then Haas picked up the foul. So Nissen does his little scream act because he basically countered what Haas just did. And Canada now has a 2-point lead, 43-41.
Well, if nothing else, this little battle between Nissen and Haas has been an interesting last 60 seconds or so. These 2 guys are really going at one another, and they've gotten their own personal battle going here, and it's at least made it fun to watch.
Nissen is 6'10", but he gives up 60 pounds to Haas. Left-hander, where's number 11? Missed. Haas couldn't get the rebound. Too many offensive rebounds both days. 3 ball on the way, no good. Haas rebound.
Well, 7 offensive rebounds for Team Canada.
Nice move.
It looks like an illegal screen on Isaac Hawes as Vincent Edwards was driving the paint. And it is against Isaac.
They got 44 Haas for an offensive foul. And we have a 43-41 game with 1:24 left in the half, and Canada leads.
Well, a couple of things we've seen here in the second quarter. Number one, Purdue is giving up way too many, I beg your pardon, Team USA is giving up way too many offensive rebounds. 7 offensive rebounds allowed to Team Canada, and a majority of the 7 have come here in the last 5 or 6 minutes of this second quarter.
A lot of them have come off those missed free throws.
Secondly, much like last night, Team USA is not shooting the ball well from the perimeter. Last night, Team USA shoots only 28% from 3. That was 6 of 21. It hasn't been much more impressive here this afternoon, as 3 of 14. Am I reading that correctly? Yeah, so
21%.
Right.
1:24 left to go in the half, and Canada leads by 2. Edwards has 10 points for Team USA, and remember when the game started, the first 10 points of the game was scored by Pierre Charles, and he hadn't taken a shot since.
And with Isaac in foul trouble here, the final 1:24 of the first half, Jaquil Taylor will be the man in the post position for the Team USA.
Kapinga with the ball, goes to the right side, and dribbling the ball out of bounds was Jensen White. Never had much control with it as he tried to turn the corner down there on the baseline. And really didn't have much defensive pressure on him.
And that's 10 first half turnovers on Team Canada. The fact that they lead 43-41 with 10 turnovers is quite a credit to them, because they have been sloppy with the ball, yet they've still found a way to put themselves in a position to have a lead.
So after the turnover, Team USA down with it. Jump shot missed by Edwards. Ball tipped around. Taylor got it. Carson Edwards, another shot, misses. He's really been cold the last 2 days. He's had good looks. 44 seconds left. 2-point Canada lead. That, by the way, equals their biggest lead of the 2 games. They miss inside, they miss the rebound, and Taylor gets it for Team USA. Carson Edwards, stop and go, shot up, and that one's blocked out of bounds. One thing about Carson, at least in these 2 games, is that when he breaks down people off the dribble and gets to the rim, he hasn't been able to finish. Canada pretty much has blocked almost all his shots. Dakota to the corner to Vincent Edwards. And then a bad pass, but it was picked up by Dakota. Whips it across court to P.J. Thompson. P.J. out to Taylor, now to Vincent. Shoots a 3 and misses.
Well, last night at halftime, Cliz, Team Canada had a 43-42 lead. If they do nothing more with the basketball here in the final 10 seconds of this half, they'll have a 43-41 lead at halftime.
3 of 16 outside the arc for a team that should shoot from the perimeter pretty well. Again, it's a little further shot, though. Here's a drive inside. Ball is lost. It'll stay with Canada with 0.2 of a second left. Team USA scored 24 points in the first quarter and struggled again in the second. Lob in, and that's the end of the half. And like last night where Canada had a 1-point lead, in this game they have a 2-point lead at 43-41. Kind of give you a recap of the scoring. P.J. Thompson, 0. Carson Edwards had 4. Matthias had only 2. All those guys struggle shooting. You look at the numbers. Thompson 0 for 1. Edwards 1 for 6, so that's 1 for 7. And Matthias 2 for 5. So they're 3 for 12.
One note for Team Canada. Jean-Emmanuel Pierre Charles, who had 10 early points, was helped back to the locker room with a couple of teammates leaning against him as he was not able to put any pressure on his left leg.
Oh, my.
They had to help him back to the locker room. That's obviously a big blow for Team Canada because he was awfully good early in this game. Let's hope it's not a serious injury, and let's see if we'll see him come out in the second half because he was really, really good for Team Canada early in this game.
Yeah, that'd be awful. How about heading out for about a 15-day tour in Southeast Asia, and you take an injury over there with you? That's the last thing you would certainly want for any team. And like Rob said, he started the game scoring the first 10 points of the game for Canada.
Purdue has always been on the leading edge of innovation.
It's one small step for man.
You see, being a Boilermaker takes something special. Greatness is what we can achieve. Hard working is what we are. It's what we've always been, and it will lead to greatness once more. Let's play football.
Gold medals, then my role models, rolling old models, lowered old schools, flowing coal and going gold follows, flower bearing, call it pedals to the floor, power sharing, call it devils to the door. Don't bring that trouble with you. Don't bring that trouble with you. I found a way around you. Gonna take me higher. Last time the way I loved you, just wound up tired. I'm like what I need to carry you through it. Stay back or get on track, 'cause I can't have you ruin it. I said, hold on, but don't hold me back. Hold on, but don't hold me back. Hold on, but don't hold me back. I said, hold on. I had it rough, I had to move for a while. Locked down the house and chained it up Don't bring that trouble with you. Don't bring that trouble with you now. Don't bring that trouble with you.
Good afternoon. It's an honor to be here, following in the footsteps of great players, and more importantly, great men. I began brainstorming what I would share with you today by seeing what players in the past had said when they had this same opportunity. I was inspired by former Michigan State Spartan quarterback Kirk Cousins, who touched on privilege and that it should lead to responsibility rather than entitlement. I was encouraged by former Penn State standout John Urschel, like he said, who talked about what advice he would have liked to have given to his younger self. And Boilermaker fans, please cut me a break. I even listened as former Indiana quarterback Nate Sudfeld talked about the perspective gained from the vast opportunities we have as Big Ten football players. So I started thinking, what could I share about my experience over the last 3.5 years at Purdue and in the Big Ten Conference? The message that was placed on my heart was one I believe we all need to remember. It's that the great game we are here today to celebrate teaches life. Yes, football teaches life. I believe we can all certainly agree it teaches life lessons. It instills disciplines like the importance of being on time, paying attention to the details, and working hard. Things that have prepared me and the other Big Ten student athletes here today for life after football. Now, I've experienced a lot of the good and a lot of the bad this game has to offer. When I was introduced, they said all the good things. However, Boilermaker fans, you need to cut me a break on this one too. I led the conference in turnovers this past season. Now, football teaches the disciplines I mentioned a moment ago, but it also teaches you how to stand up when everybody else wants you to stay down. Football teaches you to never, ever give up. So when you fail, like I have, will you learn from it or quit? Football teaches life. It teaches perspective and responsibility through the opportunities we have as Big Ten football players. For me, perspective has come in the form of service. Through Fellowship of Christian Athletes at Purdue, my teammates and I have been able to take 5 trips to Bethesda Outreach, which is an orphanage in South Africa. It holds a special place in my heart where I'm reminded there are people much happier with much less than I have. Now, I have football. And since I have football, since we have football, we have a platform. A platform that should be used to impact this world for the better. A platform that should be used to impact this world for the better. And this is where responsibility comes in. We have a responsibility as Big Ten football players to leave our communities, universities, and teams better than when we first arrived. How will you choose to make your impact? Football teaches life. And to me, what makes football the greatest game in the world is that it teaches us to love one another. A college football locker room consists of roughly 105 members. Black, white, Asian, Hispanic, rich, poor, and from the middle class, Christian, Muslim, atheist, Jew. We've had players from Sweden, Compton, California, Miami, Florida, Paris, France, right here in Chicago, Illinois, small town Indiana, and just about everywhere in between. We even have players who affiliate with different political parties. And you know what? That's the beauty of life. On this stage with me are 14 of the finest football coaches in the country. Born over the course of 4 decades from 10 different states, each with a number of different experiences that have placed them in the seats they're in today. Each the leader of a team as diverse as any organization the United States has to offer. And that's the beauty of life. In this room, there are fans that bleed blue, despise the team up north, others that say on Wisconsin or go Hawkeyes, all brought together by football. Now, I believe football teaches life to those who play it. However, it doesn't have to stop there. Our country could learn from the game of football, because diversity is also what makes the United States special. There should be unity rather than division. And football taught me that it starts with looking past the differences of those people around you and loving them for who they are. That's the beauty of life. In John 13, verse 34, Jesus says, I give you a new command. Love one another, just as I have loved you. You must also love one another. So, how will you reach beyond yourself in order to love those that are unlike yourself? My challenge today for myself, the Big Ten student athletes here, and college football players around the country is to not let it end at the locker room. Since football teaches life, may we go now and live that life fully to the benefit of others. Thank you. Boiler up, and God bless y'all.
Because of you, I am able to pursue my dreams.
Because of you, I am learning new things every day.
Because of you, I'm going to change the world.
I'm studying to become a filmmaker because of you.
I'm studying to become a great business leader because of you.
I am studying to become a mechanical engineer because of you.
I am working to become a coach because of you.
I'm studying to become a marine biologist because of you.
I'm studying to become a mechanical engineer because of you.
I'm studying to become an architectural engineer because of you.
Every dollar donated to the John Purdue Club pays for tuition,
room and board,
books,
and other educational expenses.
But that money is buying much more.
It's allowing me to earn my degree.
It's allowing me to earn my degree.
It's allowing me to earn my degree.
To give myself and my family a better future.
I wouldn't be here without you.
Thank 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 you.
We're doing great things because of you.
It's called the Circle City, Naptown, the crossroads of America, home of the greatest spectacle in racing and some of the greatest places on earth. But for one night, Indy is ours. We're gonna paint this town old gold and black. It's our town. It's our time. Let's play football.
Welcome back to Lafayette Jefferson High School. Team Canada leads Team USA at halftime, 43-41. Rob Blackman is my name. Larry Clisme rejoins me in a moment. Some quick halftime numbers for you for Team Canada. 10 first half points for them. From Jean-Emmanuel Pierre-Charles. He had 10 early points, but if you were listening right at the end of the first half, we mentioned he hobbled off of the floor, was not able to walk off under his own power. He actually had two of his teammates help him back to the locker room, putting no pressure on his left leg. So we'll be interested to see if he gives it a go here in the second half after leading them in scoring with 10 first half points. Kajami Keene had 8 first half points and Eric Nissen 7, as Team Canada shot 17 of 34 from the floor, and even 50%. Made 5 of 11 threes, 45.5%, and 4 of their 7 free throws, 57%. Team Canada had 10 first half turnovers. They had 19 total rebounds, 6 of those offensively. Meanwhile, Purdue got 10 points from Vincent Edwards, who was in foul trouble, 2 first half fouls for him. 8 points from Isaac Haas, who is also in foul trouble, Isaac with 3 fouls. Purdue 17 of 38 from the floor, but just 3 of 16 from 3. That's 18%. More importantly, Purdue was 1 of 9 in the second quarter from the 3-point line. Purdue made 4 of its 5 free throws in the first half. Purdue had 9 first half turnovers, 21 total rebounds, 8 offensively. But again, 3-point shooting, much like last night, has not been kind to Team USA. And offensive rebounds, especially in the second quarter, have allowed Team Canada to put themselves in a position to have a 2-point lead at 43-41.
When you look at the foul situation, Team USA had 10 of them, but 2 players have 3, and Haas happens to be one of them. Eden Ewing the other. Ewing played 3 minutes and had 3 fouls.
I do not see Pierre Charles out there to start the second half, so it's my assumption he'll be done for the day.
Haas will be on the bench too to start the second half. Isaac's 4 for 4. He only missed one shot last night. He only missed one shot in 2 games. Canada, they'll have the ball. They'll move towards us here. Drive to the basket, put up there and missed. Tipped up and in beautifully by Bursey. He's good around the basket.
8 points for him, all off the bench. You see full court pressure from Team Canada. It's worth noting in international play, it's an 8-second backcourt violation. Not 10 seconds, but rather 8 seconds. So you have to advance the ball a little bit more quickly in the international game to half court.
Couple of missed shots by Team USA. Carson drives and misses. He's now 1 of 10 from the floor. Drive to the other end, and a bucket is made. And we had a bucket made by Canada. Jordan Jensen White. And a late foul call, and they'll go with an and one here.
The fans were displeased. They thought the Team Canada player just simply slipped on the floor after making the layup, and there was no contact, but the officials saw it differently, obviously.
They have a 7-point lead as Team USA continues to struggle shooting the ball. Especially number 3, Carson Edwards. And falling down on the drive is Vincent Edwards. They called a foul, though. I didn't see the contact.
We've seen that at both ends now, where players just having their feet slip out from under them. Fouls called both times. Probably more a matter of the offensive player losing his footing than really a defensive foul.
It seemed like it to me on both those plays. Dakota lobs it outside to Vincent Edwards. Back to Matthias. Shot up and missed by Edwards, and we had a foul.
That had a shot clock violation. Purdue Team USA was unaware that the shot clock was running down, and that shot was not attempted before the shot clock ran out.
Wow. Kajami Keene down with the ball for Canada. They have a 7-point lead. Drive to the basket, then outside left, man open, and a shot is missed. Shaquille Taylor with a rebound. Out to Matthias. Somebody needs to get hot. P.J. Thompson shoots, misses. Tipped in by Shaquille Taylor. That happens to be his. Let me make sure on that. 3rd basket. Jump shot left wing made by Bursey. He's in double figures with 10. It's 50-43 Canada. Vince Edwards outside left. Again, the major story is lack of perimeter jump shooting. Here's a drive to the basket, to the corner, then out to Thompson. He had his ball almost stolen, but it comes back to Team USA. Dakota will shoot a long 3. He'll miss. Rebound Edwards, back up and in. Vincent Edwards.
Nice to see Team USA with a couple of offensive rebound putbacks on the last 2 possessions. Shaquille Taylor the first time, and now Vincent Edwards this time.
And a walk by Kajami Keene of Canada, so another turnover on Canada. That really has been their problem, has been turnover.
Yes, without question. Turnovers have really impacted Team Canada. That's their 11th turnover of the game. You know, I was talking about offensive rebounds, something too the fans should be aware of. In international play, if you get an offensive rebound, the shot clock only resets to 14 seconds. You do not get the full 24 seconds that you get when you start the possession. So even when you get an offensive rebound, you have to work very quickly offensively because you only have 14 seconds with which to work.
Carson goes in low, and the shot is missed by Shaquille Taylor. And Canada comes down with the ball. Big collision there and a blocking call.
That's a big
These
foul.
officials are not endearing themselves to the home crowd here.
3 fouls now on Vincent and 3 on Isaac. So Purdue's front line is running out of eligibility rather quickly here. I'm sorry, I keep saying Purdue. I've done that 100 times. Team USA.
Yeah, it's hard to not say it. A little harder when they're in the white uniforms too versus the blue. Here's a steal, fast break, and a drive, and a dunk by Carson Edwards with a left hand. Let's see if they got some people excited. Should. 50-47. Bursey misses. Taylor, rebound. Over to Carson Edwards. Here he comes. A 3. Got it! Well, Carson Edwards with 5 points of impressive.
Purdue was trailing 48-41, ripped off a 9-2 run, and now Team USA has evened the score at 50-50.
And Carson just came down with a thunderous dunk. Remember, Carson Edwards is listed at 6'1", 190 pounds.
Yeah, impressive.
And that was almost like a tomahawk slam.
High riser.
And then comes back and hits a triple. Haas has not played in the second half. And Team USA now is 4 of 20 outside the arc. That's 20%. And really, to be successful in international play, you're going to have to hit 3-pointers. Now, this team has a lot of 3-point threats on it.
Yeah.
But so far, Carson hadn't hit him. Thompson hasn't hit him. Matthias hasn't hit him. Klein hasn't hit him. Those are 4 guys that are all over 40%, with the exception of Carson Edwards.
And remember, this is a Team USA ball club that last year was one of the best 3-point shooting teams in NCAA basketball. Top 10 percentage-wise, finished 9th in the country.
Yeah, I was kidding Coach Painter on the bus last night going home about his plotting Boilermakers just led the league in scoring.
Yes.
And 80 points a game. There's the 3-ball, though, that breaks the tie, and you got to guard Connor Morgan.
At 6'9".
And he shoots it. I mean, he's not afraid to shoot the ball.
Yeah, he just shoots right over the top of guys.
Yeah, they found it. They found the foul. And that came really, really late. The trailing official, Shaquille Taylor, was grabbed on a pick and roll, and they were going to let it go. The 2 officials on the ball let it go. And the baseline official, I mean, he blew that whistle a good 3 or 4 seconds after the play.
And that's Bursey's 3rd foul. That is significant for Team Canada because he has given them some much-needed offense off of the bench.
53-50, a 3-ball coming and missing by Carson Edwards. Canada with a 3-point lead. Step back jumper is missed. And a foul on Shaquille Taylor as Nissen got the ball from him. Nojel Eastern into the game, the freshman from Evanston. Ryan Klein comes into the game. Junior from Carmel. I'd like to see him get hot. Inbounding sideline, Canada. They have it to Diawara, and he comes down, shoots and misses. Rebound. Nojel Eastern down to Carson, drives in, outside. Klein back to Carson. Carson drives in the lane, has it blocked again. Driving, and that ball was blocked. And they're going to call an offensive foul, though, on Canada on the shot. Ryan Klein took it. 5:03 to go in the third. Canada leads by 3.
Isaac Haas will make his first appearance of the second half with his 3 fouls. Isaac checking in for Team USA. Let's see if Team USA doesn't go directly to him on the offensive end and get him a touch early. Isaac was the dominant player of the game last night for Team USA.
Well, he's had good numbers in this one, but foul trouble has kept his minutes down. He did not play a lot of minutes last night. I think 23 was the final number. But that's a good number for him.
Well, think about this for Isaac in the 2 games, the 2 exhibition games thus far. He is 12 of 13 from the floor. He's only missed 1 shot.
Which tells me they should be feeding him the ball a lot. Here's No Gel through traffic, puts it up, and scores. No Gel Eastern. I like this kid, and if you're a Purdue fan, you're going to like him. 6'6", 220-pound point guard. There's a drive to the basket, and Team USA let him go. Nobody picked him up, and he was able to put it in there, Diawara. 55-52, Canada. Eastern again. Over to Vince. Drives, puts it up, scores! Vincent Edwards. One-point lead, Canada. They've led by as many as 7. Steal, open court. Eastern comes down, drives, puts it up, missed. Probably should have given it up.
Yeah, the young freshman got a little too anxious there.
Shot missed, and a foul called. And picking it up was number 8. That was Leclerc. Alexandre Leclerc out of Quebec. 1-point game, 3:49 to go in the third. We'll take a break here as Canada maintains that slim lead, and through 2 games. We played 6 quarters and a half with the next quarter. These games have been very tight both days. So anybody's game at the moment. Back in a moment. All right, here we go. 1-point game, 55-54. Larry Clisby with Rob Blackman. We're from Lafayette Jeff High School in Lafayette, Indiana. World University Games. Purdue, representing the United States, trails by 1 point against Canada. Eastern will bring it down. Off to Carson Edwards. Klein. Vincent. Shoots right wing. Got it. And Team USA a 1-point lead. Jamie Keene with the ball. Long jumper coming. No good. Boy, that caromed off to the corner, picked up by Canada. Offensive board, but got a good bounce. Here's another shot made. It's good for 2, and hitting it, Leclerc. That's his first basket. So Canada reclaims the lead by 1. Vincent. Nogel over to Klein. Haas lays it in. Team USA has passed the ball well. They found the open man. That bucket will count. And it was on the drive by Kajami Keene. I would be the first to say that he leaned in with his shoulder and got the contact, but he got credit for it.
Well, a little role reversal for Carson Edwards. Carson's so good about doing that to opponents when they're on defense. Kajami Keene just returned the favor there on Carson Edwards, leaning into him and drawing the contact.
Difference is, though, that Carson hadn't been able to finish at the basket.
Right.
Carson Edwards is 3 of 14. He's not shot well at all either game. Here is a shot missed, but tipped in by Vincent Edwards. Haas missed it. 60 all tie. To the corner, Leclerc. To the wing. Step through. Nice job by Nissen. And good move because Haas is in foul trouble, and that would have been his 4th. So
yeah, a little up and under, and then finish with a right hand off the glass. That was a beautiful move.
Good move by Nogel Eastern. Out to Vince. He'll shoot a 3. Missed it. We're going to give the ball to Team USA after some discussion. You know, Eastern's done a better job at the point in this game than the veteran P.J. Thompson.
Yep.
Lob outside. Cross court. Now Haas, he backs in, turns, lost the ball. It'll go to Canada. 62-60 Canada. And they have the ball after a Haas turnover. One thing about Eastern is he's such a matchup problem at 6'6".
Yes.
Now, if he could shoot the perimeter jump shot, he'd be all world.
That would be, yes, that'll be the difference. So if Nogel learns to shoot the perimeter shot with some consistency.
Shot up and missed. Haas just picked up his 4th. Taylor come in. We have 1:14 to go in the 3rd. Haas will come out. Haas, 5 of 6 from the floor. He's played 15 minutes. He does have 3 turnovers.
That's a big foul, obviously. A guy that's giving you 10.6 rebounds in only 15 minutes on the bench now with 4 fouls.
Nissen makes the free throw. This kid's played a lot better in this game than he did last night. I have him double figures. And he hits both free throws. 4-point lead Canada. They've led by as many as 7 in the second half. 1:12 to go, 3rd quarter. Team USA with the ball. Nogel Eastern. Left, right, drives, puts it up, and had it blocked. Boy, they've done a great job blocking the ball at the rim. Three on the way. No good. Good effort by Stefanovic to try to save it, but he couldn't. But they say that Canada knocked it out of bounds.
Yeah, great effort by Stefanovic.
Here comes Eastern. Wears number 20 on his white jersey. Stefanovic outside to Vince, and then Stefanovic with a drive. He was fouled, and he'll get a couple of free throws. Sasha Stefanovic out of Crown Point, 6'4", 195, first-year player.
You know, the official stats only have Team Canada for 4 blocks, but boy, it seems like there have been a lot more, doesn't it?
Oh, I think they've blocked Carson Edwards 4 or 5
I was thinking the
times.
same thing at Carson at least 4 times.
Free throw missed by Stefanovic. He has a triple in this game. Again, Team USA outside the arc, 4 of 22. That's 18%. Also remember, too, that the international ball is different. We talk about all these differences. The ball is different, too. Stefanovic made the other one. (64-61), 29 seconds to go in the third. Wheeler out there again. Steal, Gil Taylor. 20 seconds left. Jump shot up and missed. And we had a foul.
Wheeler stepped out of bounds on the sideline on the catch right before he shot it. The perimeter official standing right there on the sideline saw it and immediately whistled the turnover.
Second time that's happened. Turnovers, 15-12.
Wow.
5 seconds left. They threw it almost out of bounds. Get it back, shot up. Oh no. A foul.
Yep, Sasha Stefanovic fouling. Talk about committing the ultimate sin. Not only do you foul a jump shooter, but you foul a jump shooter who's off balance up against the clock as time is running out. So Team Canada have a chance to add to their lead here going to the end of the third quarter.
Hitting 1 of 2, Diawara. So we played 3 quarters, and Canada has maintained the lead most of this game now. 65-61 the score as we go to the fourth in favor of Canada. And again, when you look at the numbers, turnovers, trying to see who's first here. First column would be Canada. They've had 15-12 in turnovers. Rebounding, when you look at it, 32 for Team USA, 28 for them. But again, the big deal is offensive rebounds. But a huge difference in shooting. 6 of 16 from outside the arc for Team Canada, 37%. And for Team USA, 4 of 22, 18%.
Yeah, neither team has been lighting it up from distance. But right now the difference is, guess what, a couple of made threes. It's a 4-point game at 65-61. 6 of 16 three-point shooting is Team Canada. Only 4 made threes for Team USA. And I'll bring this up again. 1 made 3 in the second quarter for Team USA. 1 made 3 in the third. Team USA is really laboring to make outside jump shots here in this game.
Well, 1 quarter to go here. Of course, you know what these games mean statistically, don't you, fans? 0.
Correct.
Wheeler with the basketball. Where's number 1? Here's a 3. No good by Stefanovic. And then we had a foul against Canada on the rebound. Picking it up, I think, was Bursey. And that's the 4th on him, and he's a pretty good player.
So LeClaire will enter the game for Team Canada. Of course, Team USA has foul trouble of its own with Isaac Hawes, 4 fouls, sitting on the bench.
Here's Eastern again for Team USA. Now to Klein, shoots a 3 and misses. Boy, 4 of 23 from outside the arc. Drive to the basket. And then a shot in the corner is missed. Klein has it. No Joe Eastern. Down low, Taylor. Inside, and a steal by Canada. 65-61 Canada. Drive to the basket, a foul, bucket made by Connor. Morgan.
And very, very impressed with Connor Morgan these last 2 nights. Both his ability to drive the ball on the bounce, get himself to the rim and finish, and then to shoot the 3-point shot with the efficiency that he shoots it with. At 6'9", he is such a tough cover because he can beat you off the dribble and step outside of the perimeter and make 3-point shots.
Well, if he makes this one, they'll tie their biggest lead of the game, which stands at 7 at 67-61. Free throw on the way, misses. Nice rebound by Wheeler, who really went up there. Down with the basketball, Team USA. Wheeler with it. Out to Taylor, back to Klein. Klein drives, and he was fouled. He'll shoot 2 free throws. 8:26 left in the game, 67-61. Remember last night, Team USA scored 94 points. They're going to really have to get hot to get there again.
Dakota Mathias set to check in here at the next opportunity for Team USA.
Klein misses the free throw after hitting 3 in the first half. Nope, he had none in the first half. Pardon me. Makes that one. They have 4 players with 10 points or better. Pardon me, they have 5 guys in double figures now. Ball deflected out of bounds to Team USA. Well, if you're wondering, to get to Taiwan, it'll be 14 hours in the air from Chicago.
Leaving it just after midnight local Chicago time Sunday night.
Going to call a travel against Nogel Eastern, who again slipped on the floor, went down there to try to wrestle the ball away and had trouble.
Yeah, Team Canada will leave out tonight from Chicago. They'll drive up tonight to Chicago, and then Team USA will head out Sunday night, again leaving just after midnight.
They score again inside, and this time it's Morgan again. It's been a load both games. As Rob has mentioned, he has 12 points. He's hit 5 of 12 field goals, just 1 of 5 outside the arc. Another miss by Klein from outside the arc. They miss inside, get it back, and score. That's Morgan. Again, because Haas is not in the game, they are taking advantage of that inside, and now it's a 9-point lead for Canada with 7:26 to go. Let's take a short break. We'll return to Lafayette Jeff in a moment. But right now, Canada in control. Back after this. Well, we're down to 7:26 to play, and Team USA needs to rally here. The problem is, to rally, you're going to have to hit shots, and right now they're hitting 16% from outside the arc, 4 of 25.
I was just thinking to myself, when does Isaac Haas come back into the game? That question has been answered. He has just checked in after that last time out.
And Vince Edwards back out there too. P.J. Thompson back out there. P.J. goes in low to Haas. Haas whips it back out to Thompson. There's a foul on Canada. Morgan will pick it up. Fouled Haas.
Really good offensive basketball there. Isaac Haas kicked the ball out to the perimeter and immediately regained post position, and the ball came right back into him to force that foul. Good play between two seniors right there.
Haas gets it low, turns, steps through, and he's fouled. And he'll shoot 2. Morgan picked up the foul.
And that is the 4th team foul on Team Canada. So the rest now of the quarter, the final 7 minutes and 1 second, Team USA will be shooting free throws every time they're fouled the rest of the way.
Haas has 10 points, 6 rebounds. Made the free throw. And he'll shoot again. Where's 44? 4th-year player out of Oaks Bluff, Alabama. And he makes it. He's a really good free throw shooter now for a guy his size. Step back 3, no good. Haas, the rebound, is 7th. Klein down with the ball. A 3 ball. Got it! Only the 5th make of a 3 in the game for Team USA. 4-point game. Drive to the basket. Turning, back outside. Drive in there, shot up, beauty. That was Diawara.
How about the double clutch in between 2 defenders and still made that shot? That was big time.
73-67, Canada. Thompson off to Matthias. Thompson. And a foul. And that's their 5th foul,
yep.
I believe.
Yes, correct. So it's free throws, 2 free throws
So
now.
it's 2 free throws from here on out with 6 minutes and 7 seconds left. And if you recall back to last night, it was real good free throw shooting in the last 2.5 minutes of the game that paved the way to the victory for.
11 of 12
right
in the final 2.5, 3 minutes of that game last night for Team USA.
Here's Thompson, foul line left. Makes it. I think that might be PJ's first point of the game. It was his first 2 points of the game from the foul line. He was 0 for 2 from the field. Here's a drive inside, falling down, a steal, and then they get it back. Shot, nope, handoff, and an easy layup there by Nissen. Wow. Team USA could not hold on to the ball. Fumble fingers there, or they had a chance to cut it to a 2-point game. Here's Dakota. Matthias back outside to Vincent Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Here's a shot up there and made by P.J. Thompson, a triple, his first basket. And that was a desperation 3 against the clock. Crowd on its feet here at Jeff High School. They'll shoot an open 3. They'll miss. Rebound LeClaire. Another offensive board. 4:58 to go. Drive inside. Made by Kajami Keene. Right on Haas.
We saw Kajami Keene take the game over offensively in the fourth quarter last night for Team Canada. Let's see if he'll try to do the same thing here this afternoon.
Haas gets it, lost the ball. Canada driving. Hook shot in the lane, missed. Rebound, Vincent Edwards. 5-point lead, Canada, 4:24 to go. Shot up and missed. And the ball to go to Canada. All right, we'll have a timeout on the floor. 4:20 to go. 77-72 Canada. Well, Klein hit a triple, and so did Thompson, so it's now 6 of 27. But they have 2 guys with foul trouble, LeClaire and Nissen. Add another one, Bursey. Team USA has only 1. That would be Haas. Vincent Edwards is 8 of 13 from the floor, 18 points, has 5 rebounds. But boy, there's been very little off the bench. Carson Edwards is 3 of 14. I don't know. Still within reach here. 5-point game, 4:20 to go, and the foul situation does favor Team USA at the moment. Well, one good thing if you're rooting for Team USA is at least they've hit a couple of triples.
Yeah, maybe heating up at the right time. If you root for Team USA, you certainly are hoping for that. Big 3 by P.J. Thompson. Ryan Klein with a triple. Going to need some more of that in the final 4 minutes and 20 seconds if you want to come back and win this game.
All right, Canada dressed in red will bring the ball down. 5-point lead and the ball. Their biggest lead any time in the game has been 7. Use the high ball screen there. Whip it out there, and LeClaire shoots. Air ball, but he was fouled. Dakota Matthias fouled him, and LeClaire will shoot 3 foul shots. Fouled a jump shooter outside the arc.
They've seen that a couple of times in this game. Stefanovic fouled a jump shooter right at the end of the second quarter as the game was getting ready to go to halftime. And now Dakota Matthias makes the same mistake.
First one is missed by LeClaire. He's played more because they had an injury to Pierre Charles early in the game. He misses the second. That's a rarity in international competition. However, Canada is a North American team. Oh, he almost missed. He almost got the hat trick, but he got that one in. 1 of 3 from the line. But that's a win. Team USA, 78-72. We're under 4 minutes to go. Almost slipping on the floor was Vincent Edwards. He picks up the ball, drives inside, puts up a runner, scores! That's his 20th point. Fourth-year player out of Middletown, Ohio. 3:36 to go. Kajami Keene with the ball. A three. Got it! Boy, that was a beauty by Keene. Gave him too much room to shoot, and he made it.
Exactly what he did last night, Kajami Keene, in the fourth quarter, just taking the game over.
Haas attempted a shot at the other end, but that ball was blocked. They called it a jump ball. And Canada has the ball. And a 7-point lead with 3:09 to go. A steal. Carson Edwards lays it in. And we have a foul at the other end because Kajami Keene came flying down there. It was not in the act of shooting. Canada inbound with a 5-point lead.
Team USA just slow in transition defense. They get a layup from Carson Edwards, and then the ball beats them down the floor at the other end, and a foul is committed because Team USA just too slow to get back to play defense.
And what was surprising was that Carson Edwards was out in front of the pack. There was nobody down there with him.
Right. Should have been 4 white shirts waiting back defensively.
Right. Faking, driving, falling down, then picking it up. They whip a pass into Nissen, back out in an open three. No good. But another offensive rebound on a missed shot. Canada has the ball with 2:40 to go. Boy, that's been an Achilles heel for Team USA. Something they didn't have to worry about last year because they had the best rebounder in the country.
Right, and that's 12 offensive rebounds, by the way, for Team Canada today.
Shot up and missed. All right, big possession for Team USA. Vincent to Carson, shoots a three, misses. Missed bad. Wow. I'm surprised. Carson Edwards, 4 of 16 from the field, 1 of 7 outside the arc.
As a team, three-point shooting, Team USA now 6 of 28 after going 6 of 21 last night.
Well, with 2:13 to go, Team USA down 5. Here comes Canada. Diawara with the ball, guarded by Thompson. Nissen with a basket. That might do it, Rob. 1:47 to go, and they're up 7. That matches the Canadians' biggest lead. Dakota 3, no good. Rebound, Carson, back up and in. Edwards gets it. So an offensive rebound for the Americans. 1:28 to play. 83-78 Canada. 3 ball up there. Why is he shooting that?
Yeah, a lot of time left on the shot clock there.
Rebound, Team USA. Vince drives, score! Vincent Edwards, 22 points, 1:08 to go, timeout called. It's a 5-point game now. They'll make it a 3-point game at 83-80 after that basket by Vincent Edwards. 1:08 left. Canada have the ball. Now you can play with the shot clock. You can play a defensive possession here. But what opened up that little transition was an unwise shot taken by Canada, 3-ball that they still had time on the shot clock.
Yeah, Connor Morgan certainly pulled the trigger a little early, in my opinion. Could have burned another 8 to 10 seconds off of the shot clock. Maybe you've even gotten a better shot. He settles for a 3 early in the shot clock, misses, and Team USA takes advantage at the other end.
Well, Vincent Edwards has 22 points on 10 of 15 shooting.
Here's how closely these two games have been played the last 2 nights. The score at halftime last night was 43-42. The score at halftime today was 43-41. The score at the end of the third quarter last night was 65-62. The score at the end of the third quarter today, 65-61. The games have nearly been identical repeats of one another, at least as far as the scoring through each quarter.
94-86 was the final last night. Team USA. 1:08 to go, 83-80 Canada. They'll have the possession and 24 seconds on the shot clock. They inbound at the half court. Kajami Keene with the ball. It's a hyphenated name. He has it at the moment. Back over. With the ball now, Jensen White. Back to Keene. Keene. Long shot up. No good. Rebound, Haas. 40 seconds left. Thompson down with the ball. Vince. Left side. Driving in. Putting it up and missing was Carson Edwards. The ball went out of bounds. It'll go to Team USA. Boy, Carson has had so much trouble at the rim. And
Team USA will take a timeout here. And to make matters worse, on the layup for Carson, he had a wide open Isaac Hawes standing under the basket. The defender for Isaac Hawes actually fell down in the lane, so Isaac is standing wide open, all 7'2" of him, right underneath the bucket. Carson didn't see him. Instead, he lowered his head and dribbled all the way to the rim. Would have easily been a dunk uncontested for Isaac if Carson would have seen him.
Carson is 5 of 18. He's 4 of 11 inside the arc. But almost every one of those shots have come at the rim.
Yes.
Looking at block shots, 5 for Canada, 4 for USA. Shot clock at 14. Again, that's the rule that Rob talked about earlier. Offensive rebound.
Yep.
If you touch it, you don't get a new shot clock. You get 14 seconds.
Right.
So that's the rule that was used here.
Well, that's a big change for, teams used to playing in the NCAA. You're so used to getting a full shot clock on an offensive rebound. Not the case in international basketball. You have to hurry up and get something going offensively again.
All right, here we go. 30 seconds left. Team USA with the basketball at their end. Vincent Edwards, P.J. Thompson, Dakota Mathias, Isaac Haas, Carson Edwards. Original starting 5 for Team USA. 5 fouls on Canada, only 3 Team USA. Matthias. Haas puts it up. Foul! He made the bucket. He'll go to the foul line. Haas has made it a 1-point game with a chance to tie with 25 seconds left. $290-pounder at the foul line. His team down 1, 83-82, 25 seconds left. He shoots. Tie game! 83 all. 25.3 seconds left, and out of nowhere, USA has rallied.
Trailed 83-76 and have scored 7 in a row in the last 2 minutes. Actually, about a minute 45. Team USA has scored 7 in a row to even up the game. Now the situation for Team Canada, a shot clock at 24 and a game clock at 25.3. So the Canadian team can essentially run this down to take the final shot of the game to either win it or obviously go to overtime.
Well, I tell you what I'd be worried about, a missed shot and rebound. But I'm going to tell you right now, in my opinion, 2 people are going to touch the ball here, but the guy that's going to touch it the most is Kajami King.
Yes, and if not him, Connor Morgan, but I agree. Number 9 or number 12.
Look for those numbers. Yeah. Now, you also could do the thing by their coaching staff. Hey, we know Team USA knows those numbers. Put the ball in Kajami Keen's hands. Let him work off the dribble, and then maybe pass at the last moment. I bet you'll find somebody open.
Now, one thing to note, Team USA does have a foul to give. So if you get caught in a bad spot, you can reach and foul to at least save a basket, as long as obviously you don't foul in the act of shooting.
Tie game at 83. Team USA in white, Canada in red. They'll inbound at the half court. Far sideline. Jensen White to bring it in. Let's see what happens. Jensen White gets it back. 20 seconds to go. Jensen White. 15 seconds to go. Jensen White. 10 seconds to go. They lose it in the backcourt, but save it. Driving in, shot up, no good. We're going to overtime. Wow. Wow. What a finish there, because it looked like USA was going to have a shot at the ball, because it looked like it was going to be a backcourt violation by Canada. A wild save, flares out and goes to them, and they actually get a shot to win it, but miss.
Wow, now that was a wild stretch of about 10 seconds of basketball right there.
And thank goodness we're streaming so our audience could see it, and I wouldn't have to call it like in the radio game where you're wondering where that ball is.
Yeah, it was hard, yes.
Well, we're going to go to overtime. 5-minute overtime period. A rally by Team USA to tie it at 83.
Team USA scored the final 7 points of regulation, all coming in the final 2 minutes of the fourth quarter to tie this game up at 83 apiece. At one point, Team USA was trailing 83-76 and rallied to force the extra session.
Well, I wasn't looking at overtime a few minutes ago, but here we are. Canada was in position to wrap this one up, but a nice finish. A 3-point play by Isaac Haas.
Well, remember, now Isaac Haas does still have 4 fouls, so that could be significant here in this final 5 minutes of overtime.
They have 3 players, though, with 4 in Bursey, LeClaire, and Nissen. We'll have a jump at center court.
I said this last night, I'll say it again today. These may be exhibition games, but the players and the coaches are not treating them like they don't count. Both teams have really played hard these last 2 nights. Both coaches have coached very hard, and the intensity has been right up there with a regular season college basketball game.
Well, with the ball at half court, going away from us here, we're tucked in the corner upstairs of the balcony. Team USA with P.J. Thompson with the ball. Vincent Edwards. Carson Edwards. Dakota a 3. Yeah! Bullseye! Dakota Mathias. Wouldn't it be ironic if the 3 ball was the difference maker?
Without question.
3-point lead. First lead in a long time for Team USA. They'll try to counter. Miss. Good job of blocking out, and Team USA has the ball. 86-83. Vince, top of the circle. Fakes the 3, back to Dakota. Dakota drives left, inside. And he just turned the ball over. Dakota Mathias turned it over on the dribble. Boy, that's a big turnover. You're up 3 with the ball with 4 minutes to go and just dribble it away. Kajami Keene on the dribble. Off to Diawara. He turns, lost it, picks it back up. Neeson. And then Morgan. Got it. Is it 3 or 2? It's 3. Morgan ties the game.
Wow, that was a big-time move, a little rip through like he was going to dribble right. He got the defender, Vince Edwards, to lean that direction, and then he just stood straight up and made a triple. That was a beautiful offensive move.
Carson Edwards over to Vince Edwards, drives inside, puts it up and misses. Rebound, Canada. They're fast breaking. They go inside. A steal by P.J. Thompson. P.J. through traffic, fouled. Fouled there by Kajami Keene. Keza is his first name. Played at Cleveland State. And they continue the foul situation to overtime.
Yep.
So Thompson gets 2 free throws to try to break the tie at 86. Again, Team USA has a foul to give. He makes the first. Thompson's come alive late in the game. Remember back, he had that desperation 3 against the shot clock and made it. Next one by PJ. Got them both. Team USA by 2, 88-86. Larry Clisby with you. Rob Blackman's my partner. They still have, don't know about the streaming possibilities for the World University Games. Here's a backcourt violation on Canada. Good defense by Team USA. And right now you kind of get the sense that Canada's letting one slip away. They were real close to wrapping this thing up.
Yes. I think some fans thought that too. I saw some.
Oh, we saw some leave
for the exits. And Team USA made a furious comeback to force this extra session.
In the half court, it's Carson Edwards into Haas. He's open. Got away with a walk. Puts it up and in anyway. Isaac Haas with his 17th point. It was his 3-pointer that tied it up. A block by Haas. That ball is loose. Who's it go to? Canada. Oh, boy. Team USA had that ball and a 4-point lead and lost it. Carson Edwards. Haas was 17, 7 of 9. He's missed 3 shots in 2 days.
And he will sub out of the game as Matt Painter goes offense for defense, trying to protect Haas with those 4 fouls. Jaquil Taylor now into play.
Huge possession for the Canadians. Bursey drives in the lane, puts it up, missed. Oh! Taylor could not hold on to the rebound right underneath the basket for Team USA. Right in his hands. So Canada gets another opportunity. They inbound. And they illegally inbound the ball. Kajami Keene basically threw it to himself.
He tried to inbound the ball to himself.
Never touched anybody.
Thought he could get away with it. He almost did.
Well, you had to figure it. You had to process it. How do you do that?
Right.
You've seen that happen before where you might bounce it off a defender, but in this case, didn't touch anybody. Carson driving, putting it up, missing. We're going to call a foul under there. Man, I'll tell you, in this game with these officials, I'll give them credit now. If somebody misses one and someone else sees it, at least they blow the whistle and make the call.
Right.
And in this case, it looked like it's going to be blocked.
That's why you have 3 officials. In case someone misses one, maybe your partner can help you out and catch it.
So at the line to be Carson Edwards. 4-point lead USA. Make it 5. Carson hits. Well, all these guys, P.J. Thompson, Carson Edwards, Matthias, Edwards, Haas, have all contributed to this rally. Every one of them. Next one coming for Carson Edwards. Foul line left on the way. Got it. And free throw shooting has been great both nights. 15 of 18 in this game. Drive to the basket. Missed. Foul called. Jaquil Taylor. At the line will be Jensen White. Team USA 92, Canada 86. You know what the score last night was? 94-86. Team USA.
3rd foul on Jaquil Taylor. He subs out, but that's by design because Isaac Haas needs to be on the floor for the offensive end for Team USA.
Jensen White, another hyphenated name, makes the free throw. Canada, 17 points by Morgan, 16, and make it 15 by Nissen. And in this case, both free throws made by Jensen White. 4-point game. PJ lost the ball. They dive for the ball, and they're going to call a foul on Vincent Edwards as he dove in there to get the ball. And he hurt Connor Morgan.
Hopefully Morgan is okay. As Vincent dove for that loose ball, he dove right into the back of the left leg around the knee area of Morgan. Now remember, they already lost Pierre Charles in the first half with a left knee injury.
He's okay, I think. He's up on his feet, but he's bending over, and when he bends over, that's a big bend. He's 6'9", 220. Good player, really is. He's out of well, I'd love to tell you where he is, but I can't read it because I can't read my writing.
Victoria, British Columbia.
There you go. Thank you.
Played at the University of British Columbia.
I'll change my handwriting in a couple of years. That's why I have you, Rob. I know you can help me out.
I can at least read.
Yeah, which is a lot better than me. Free throw up and miss by Morgan. That's a big miss. But if he hits this one, you're in a one-possession game. A lot of time left. Turnovers now. 18 for Team USA, 20 for Canada. Makes that one. 3-point game. So just when you start to write off either team, the other one comes back.
Yeah, just when you feel comfortable for either team.
There was a triple team on Thompson, and he almost turned it over again, but he was fouled. Now PJ will go to the other end. Thompson now has 7 points. Just 1 of 3 from the field, but he's 4 of 4 at the line. Team USA is 15 of 18 from the foul line, and that really has been big, 83%. Canada's 13 of 21 at 61%. So if you're looking for one stat that makes a huge difference here, free throw shooting has been it. Let's see what Thompson does here. Foul line left. 92-89 Team USA. Shot on the way. Got it. Mr. Thompson, 5 of 5 at the line. He'll shoot again. Where's number 11? Fourth-year player out of Indianapolis. P.J. Thompson fires. Got it. 94-89. Here comes Canada. Jensen White with the ball. Cross court, wide open shot coming. No good. Rebound, Vince Edwards. Vincent just got his 7th board to PJ. 1:35 to go. Carson Edwards in the weave outside. Vincent steps back, drives, puts it up, scores! What a great shot by Vincent Edwards. Vincent Edwards with his 24th point. He's 11 of 17 from the floor. And that was a really good move off the dribble by Vincent Edwards, the 4th-year player out of Middletown, Ohio. Well, you feel like this one is in good shape. Well, if you do, a 7-point lead, that's the lead that Canada lost late going.
Exactly. I was just thinking of that same thing. Keep in mind, we talked about this also last night if you were on our broadcast. In international rules, in overtime and in the final 2 minutes of the fourth quarter, if you take a timeout and you have possession of the ball, you can advance the ball to half court.
Yeah.
So I think Team Canada will do that here. They'll have the ball at half court to set up their offensive play. And also Connor Morgan, I believe, is done for the day. I'm just watching him after he missed those 2 free throws a minute or so ago. He's been on this Team Canada bench, really kind of gingerly looking after that left knee, not even sitting down on the bench, more of a trying to walk it off, if you will, try to keep it loose. So one of the top, if not the top offensive threat for Team Canada, Connor Morgan, I would not expect to play here in the final minute and 22 seconds, making life even tougher on the Canadians as they try to mount a comeback here.
Well, we have 1:22 left in the game. We're in overtime. Team USA 96, Canada 89. A 3-point play by Isaac Haas in the closing second sent this game to overtime. Canada did have the last shot in regulation, and it wasn't a bad one. It was about 18 feet away.
Open look, yes.
Caught the front of the rim, and that's how it ended. Elaine, number 7 in the game for Canada. They have the ball at half court. Down 7, they inbound, backdoor cut, missed it. Nice play. We have a foul on 14 Diawara, which means that Shaquille Taylor will go to the foul line at the other end.
Well, if you're Kevin Hansen, the head coach of Team Canada, you drew up a perfect play coming out of a timeout. You just missed a layup.
Yeah, exactly right. That's when the coach doesn't get enough credit. He had a beautiful play set up, backdoor cut, man came in, missed the layup. Free throw up and made by Taylor as Team USA continues to excel at the line. 18 of 21. 85.7%. In and out, back in again. 98-89. Team USA in overtime. Drive, missed. Save to Team USA. P.J. Thompson through traffic. And he's fouled. 1 minute left in the game, and Team USA up 9.
PJ triple teamed in the backcourt. That was like youth league basketball. 3 guys guarding the ball.
Well, it was almost like if he could just throw the thing over his head somehow, get it to the other end of the court, there was going to be a big advantage. PJ at the line. Bullseye. I mean, 99-89. 20 of 23 from the line, and that's been the difference maker. PJ's been terrific. Thompson is 8 of 8 at the line. 11-point overtime lead. Canada down with the ball and a foul. Thompson. Diawara, I think, will go to the foul line with 54 seconds left.
Offensively, the same thing happened to P.J. Thompson last night. Late in the game, he made a lot of free throws to get himself to 10 points to double-digit scoring. He's done the same thing here today. Late in the game and in overtime, he stepped up to the line, and he's had a lot of opportunities. He's made a lot of free throws, and once again, he's in double-digit scoring because of that.
Diawara hits a free throw, 100-90, Team USA. Next one up, got them both. See if they continue to foul. I think it's their only strategy possible unless they quickly get a turnover. Vince down the side. Oh, they picked his pocket. They have a 3 open in the corner. Missed. Rebound. Canada, another 3. Out of bounds. After the miss. It was kind of hard to tell from this angle whether that caught iron or not. I guess it did. 39 seconds left. Ball Team USA. Going to have a foul on Diawara. He fouled, of all people, P.J. Thompson. I don't know if you want to do that. He's
fouled him away from the ball before the ball had even been inbounded.
Yeah, he's 8 of 8 from the line. When he makes these free throws, I always think of P.J. back to that Michigan game in the Big Ten tournament. Everybody talks about how Michigan, after that plane incident, free throw missed by P.J., how they rolled to the tournament title, but they didn't roll to it. They beat Purdue in overtime, and if P.J. Thompson, with about 11 seconds left, hits some free throws, Purdue's going to win the game. P.J. missed them both. He missed them both. He got his own rebound. He put up a teardrop in the lane, and they had goaltending. He gets credit for a basket.
So he still gets 2 more points.
102-91. Another missed shot by Canada and a foul, and Vincent Edwards will go to the foul line. And Vincent has 24 points, but he has not been at the free throw line tonight or this evening. Well, it's 6:21 now. It's been a long game.
Yes.
We started at 4.
And it's 20 after 6. 2 hours, 20-minute ball game.
Sponsored by Rob and I. Vince misses. So Team USA, after just killing it from the foul line, now missed 3 in a row. But now it doesn't matter, I don't think. Not saying it couldn't happen, but the odds aren't good with 26 seconds left. Vincent looks for his 25th point, gets it. 103-91. Canada missing. Rebound, Dakota Mathias. They're not going to foul anymore. And Team USA is going to rally for a victory. But they'll start at 0-0 once they get to Taiwan. And we'll play Argentina on the 20th of August to start things going in the World University Games. Nice rally for Team USA. They win at 103-91 from Jeff's gym. P.J. Thompson huge down the stretch from the foul line. Team was 22 of 28 from the line eventually. But remember, they missed 3 late. Still shot just under 80% from the foul line. But again, the big bucket by Isaac, the three-point play, and he finished it off with a made free throw. Haas had 17 points, 3 of 3 from the line, and 9 rebounds. So he had a good game.
Yeah, so to recap, with less than 2 minutes to go in regulation, Purdue trailed 83-76. Purdue scored the final 7 points of regulation to force overtime. But the biggest 3 of the 7 was the Isaac Haas and 1 with 25 seconds remaining. That tied the game at 83 apiece. That and 1 by Isaac Haas, without question, the play of the game. It forces overtime, and of course then Team USA finds a way to win. But there was a time with about 1:45 to go in this game when I think most fans had reserved themselves to the fact that Team Canada was going to win this game.
Oh, yeah. We had a lot of people leave. And the thing is, since we're streaming on YouTube, there's no radio call of it. So if you go to the car, for the most chance, you're a wounded duck. So there might be some people riding around Lafayette thinking Team USA lost. I have to tell you a quick story before we leave. Years ago, in the late 70s, early 80s, it was 1983, I think. Purdue played over at Illinois, and the game was on delay. Purdue scored last 17 or 19 points of the game to win at the buzzer on a bank shot by Jim Rowinski. But they were down like 15 points with about 5 minutes to go. Illinois didn't score a point for like the last 9 minutes of the game. But it was on delay. So everybody thought that Purdue got killed by Illinois. So there were people taking bets. When this game was on, you'd have somebody going, hey, I bet you Purdue wins this game, when they're down like 14, and everybody in the room would say, yeah, right. How much you want to bet on that? And that's exactly what happened. One of the great comeback victories in Purdue history, and Rowinski banked it in from about 18 to win the game straight up the gut.
You speak about that memory. I wonder if years from now, fans who are at this game will speak with the same enthusiasm. Remember that time Team Canada had us down in an exhibition?
Let me answer that question right now. No. No, you're exactly right. There might not be anybody except some young kids here that will ever remember that this game was played. But anyway, 103-91. Thanks, Rob, for your work the last couple of days, and to our production crew, thank you for putting this together for us. Again, we don't know the broadcast plans and how things are going to work over in Taiwan, but most people feel that some way, somehow, there's going to be something that you'll be able to see. But be prepared to get up at some ridiculous hours if you want to see this game. But if you're an early riser, you'll see the first one at 5:30 in the morning Eastern time. So again, thank you, and thanks to everybody for watching. Again, Team USA rallies to win. 103-91 the final. For Rob Blackman, I'm Larry Clisby. Next time we'll talk to you is on November 1st, when the Boilermakers will have their only exhibition game prior to starting their season against Carroll University on November 1st in just a few months. Until that time, so long, everyone. Have a good evening.